We played you a Mike Lombardi cut there, his former chief lieutenant and current, a friend of Bill, spokesperson / earlier saying it's a possibility. The way it works now, college jobs might be even better than pro jobs, more autonomy for the head coach. In the pro ranks, you got teams that have owners' kids running the team's analytics department, et cetera, et cetera. So college is a better avenue. And if you think Bill Belichick is just going after Shula's record, you don't know Bill. And this is actually the second cut. So he goes on in the answer. I wanted to play the second part of it because there's some doozies in here, I think. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Look, the world is changing. And the main question most people would want to know is, would you give up chasing Don Shula's record to go to college? And if you ask that question, you really don't know who Bill Belichick is.
You want to stop?
Because Belichick.
Go ahead.
This is a joke. Like, seriously, are you kidding me? So you're telling me if an NFL job were there, Bill wouldn't take it?
And he doesn't want the record?
Oh, that's a lie. That is just a lie. So, again, you can believe whatever you want to believe. The fact is, he's looking at college because nobody in the NFL wants him. It's that simple.
He calls his boat the 8 rings, which he adds the 2 from the Giants. Again, DC there, but it's not like you're the head coach. 8 rings here. Now you're going to tell me that same guy doesn't care about this precious record. Get out of my face with this. It's a crock. You're just trying to make it look better than it actually is because everyone, including Mike Lombardi, his blowhard mouthpiece, knows that this is kind of embarrassing. Actually, it's really embarrassing. We're not talking about a Big Ten team. We're not talking about a team from the SEC. It's the University of North Carolina. He's trying to make it look better than it actually is.
I mean, it's not even a marquee college job.
It sounds stupid to say it out loud. As you just started the hour,
it's ridiculous.
The story of Bill Belichick to the University of North Carolina. Ugh.
I mean, come up with I gave you Jordan to the Washington Wizards. Like, give me another one. Like, Bill Walsh came out of retirement, went back to Stanford. I can't remember how long he was out of football for, but he went back and did. But that's Stanford. That's where he started.
Right.
There's a link there.
Okay. Just give me another example. Like.
No, nothing.
I don't
really
know
applies.
that there is one.
I mean, so like there are a million. Most athletes hung on too long and played past their prime and played for all sorts of random teams, Gretzky and St. Louis,
but at least they're in real professional leagues.
In the NHL.
Yeah. I mean, Rick Pitino, maybe. Like, and the only reason I say that is because he popped up on my Twitter feed because he wore the Lou Carnesecca sweater yesterday.
Did Tom Landry go back and coach freaking the Citadel?
No.
I don't know why that popped into my head, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't think. I know.
Name another example of a pro athlete that went like boxers. That's where you get like it's on that kind of level.
Yes.
I can't think of a comp where someone that exalted and that at the top of his game or at top of I think the game's passed him by, but you know what I mean. At the top of historically speaking, the game goes back. And I mean, Jordan played minor league baseball because he was suspended for gambling.
No, any of the, Willie Mays to the Mets, at least it was still a professional baseball team. Gretzky, like you said at the end with the Blues or whatever, like he's still in the NHL.
Anyway, let's hear more from Lombardi. Go ahead.
Chasing Don Shula's record to go to college. And if you ask that question, you really don't know who Bill Belichick is. Because Belichick's about coaching. He's not about, I'm chasing a record. And I don't want to speak for him, but I think the biggest mistake we all make in our careers is
Mike.
We think something's going to change where we are. I think the last 2 years in New England were really hard for him. And I think because of the changes that were going on internally within their organization.
So you can stop there. Stop there. What's he referring to there?
What changes?
Robin Glazier getting more power, Jonathan Kraft opening his mouth more. That'd be my guess.
Something like that.
So maybe he lost some power in the personnel?
Something like
the draft?
That. Yeah. I mean, I think we're getting I just stopped it there because we can mine that for sure. It was really hard on them not because they went 8-9 and 4-13. But because things changed internally, they're just rewind it just a second, Jim.
Oh, so that's why he lost.
So that's he's.
I see.
He's implying something changed internally.
He didn't lose. They changed the rules on him.
I'm with Jimmy on this. That something changed internally, and what that would be is John Kraft started chirping more. They started taking some personnel power away from him, and et cetera, et cetera. Go ahead.
And I don't want to speak for him, but I think the biggest mistake we all make in our careers is we think something's going to change where we are. I think the last 2 years in New England were really hard for him. And I think because of the changes that were going on internally within their organization that were kind of deviating from what they had done when they won 6 Super Bowls. When you go to college or if you're going
Just stop.
to...
Oh, God forbid they got sick of your suck drafting and wanted maybe more of a collaborative effort.
You know what changed after they won the 6 Super Bowls? Brady left.
Well, there's that, too.
That was what changed. Brady left. That is freaking comical.
I knew you'd enjoy
Oh,
it.
my gosh, would you stop? Like, and again, in all seriousness, I was the innocent bystander when you and Lombardi clashed. I got nothing against the guy. But this is ridiculous. Well, I know you don't. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, all of a sudden, the losing in Foxborough wasn't his fault?
It's not just that. There were changes internally
Oh, my God, would you stop?
that made it hard on him.
Jim Harbaugh left Michigan, where they won the national championship, to go to the NFL. Bill wanted out? Is that what he's trying to tell me? What a load of crap.
Keep going.
And I think because of the changes that were going on internally within their organization that were kind of deviating from what they had done when they won 6 Super Bowls. When you go to college or if you're going to a pro team, you run your program. I've said this for years now, and I've said this to other people. Some colleges are better than pro jobs. I don't think there's any question about that in my mind because the coach runs the program. And so now in pro football, there's so much interference. It's one thing to have a Senate and a Congress. We don't seem to get a lot done because of it. But you have to have some form of debate, but you also have some way to make a decision. Bill, I've always said this about Belichick. He's one of the greatest secret holders of all time. If you tell him a secret, it ain't getting out. Now, I don't know how this got out, right? I'm sure it came from somebody from Carolina.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Okay, so they're just stuck on this control thing. In the first cut we played, he said the reason why college jobs might be better than pro jobs is that in college you still run your own program and make your own choices, and in the pros you've got now these owners' kids running the analytics departments for the teams. And as an emailer pointed out, I just confirming on the front office ledger here, the Jacksonville Jaguars have a chief football strategy officer. His name is Tony Khan. I can only assume he is the son of Shad Khan, the owner. So you just put these two things together, and the Jaguars are not interested in Bill. So what is Lombardi now doing? Turning around and ripping Shad Khan and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Of course.
So,
But it also speaks to a stubbornness on Belichick's behalf in that he refuses to play nice. Like, he can't go to any of these NFL organizations and say, like,
and this is another.
I'll just be the coach.
So right. So now on Bill, I would say, dude,
Give it up.
do you want back in the NFL or not? Like, cut the crap. Grow up. Everyone has a boss. You're going to have to answer to someone. Play nice. Get on a team and reestablish yourself. And then you can start firing people and bossing people around. But you're not getting that. So, like, why can't you just, because it just shows you his insecurity, his thing. He can't be told what to do. Like, you can't tell a 4-year-old kid what to do. The little kid just won't hear it. No. And that is what Bill is. You can't tell me what to do.
Some college jobs are better than pro jobs. Not this one. Yeah.
Right.
Again, give me Michigan. Give me Ohio State.
You could
Penn
make a case.
State.
Notre Dame. Like Bill would get off on coaching Notre Dame. We could justify that.
North Carolina.
North Carolina? Again, thank you. We were making up, the Moose Knuckle Bowl in Billings, Montana on December 27th at 10 a.m. But these are actual bowl names, and these are the kind of bowls that North Carolina goes to. The Pop-Tarts Bowl. Mm-hmm. Scooter's Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Scooters.
This is my favorite. The Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
Yeah, I like that
He
one.
got his own bowl?
Yep.
That's
He's
big
like
time stuff.
he's the best marketing guy in the world.
Definitely.
A lot of weed being smoked
I
out.
was going to say Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. They just skip the cornflakes. Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. So like this is where
Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
the Cheez-It Bowl. There's others like double sponsor. The Citrus Bowl, the citrus growers of Florida had to have sponsored that thing in the first place.
You would think.
They were so hard up they had to get a second sponsor on top of it.
What do they get? Citrus flavored Cheez-Its?
I don't know. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl. It is so sad. And so now, so like part of me wants to blame the NFL, but then I really go back to Bill, because I'm sure if Bill just checked his ego and just put a sock in it, just like grow up, man, for a minute, and just get along and realize No one's going to give you full control at your age. You're not going to get it. But you could go coach probably a good team with conditions if you're willing to do it, to just be a coach. You just want to coach? Lombardi keeps saying he just wants to coach. He just wants to coach. So if he just wants to coach, who is he worried about? Who's in charge of the analytics department?
Yeah, right.
Just coach.
Because it's not about the coaching. It's about the control.
Just coach. And take a job, and subjugate yourself a little bit. Humble yourself a little bit. Get a job. Get back in the league. Reestablish yourself, and then start bossing everybody around. Yes, Jimmy?
And if he just wanted to coach, why didn't he take the defensive coordinator spot that Kyle Shanahan offered him in the 49ers coaching staff? If he just wants to coach, be the defensive coordinator for the 49ers with a family friend, the Shanahans.
He doesn't want to answer anyone. He can't handle it.
No, he can't.
So there's a Belichick reset for
I think the last 2 years in New England were really hard for him. And I think because of the changes that were going on internally within their organization.
No,
They were
not
hard for me, too.
Not the fact that you hired Patricia and Judge to coach the quarterback and drove the thing straight into the ground. That had nothing to do with it. It was the internal changes
No, it wasn't his fault.
that they were subjected to. Like, they were supposed to let you keep drafting N'Keal Harry year after year. That's what they were supposed to do. Not that it's gotten any better. I mean, this is true. You can look back and say, maybe we could use, N'Keal Harry back here. Nothing's really changed. They can't draft their way out of a paper bag. But could you blame him? He can. He's just so in his head about the whole thing. And now you're going to UNC. Give me a break.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.